Hi everyone, this is David Burson with Rocky Mountain Mortgage, giving a quick video here on the loan process, what to expect when you're refinancing. First thing I would say is you want to anticipate 30 to 45 days to complete everything. Absolutely, we could get finished sooner than that, but to be safe, you want to budget this amount of time. You want to make sure you're around to be able to do a closing right in this section here. The process starts with an application. We talk on the phone, get detailed information. You tell me what you're looking to do. I give you an idea of what that's all going to look like. I order your credit report and input that into the application, and then run your file through for initial approval on an automated underwriting system. Nice thing is there, on this very first day, we can get your initial approval, know if you're approved or not. At that point, we can get you put on a 45-day lock. That would take you all the way out through the end of the loan process. The only reason you might not want to lock in right now is banks incentivize you to take a shorter lock. 15-day lock on any given day is always going to have the best pricing. 30-day lock after that, and a 45-day lock after that. So if we're confident where we think the market's going to go, we may wait to take one of these two locks. At that point, I will send out initial disclosures to you. Those are just the pages that you sign and get back to me, and also let you know what we're going to need to submit your file to underwriting. Things like pay stubs, bank statements, anything like that. I give you 3 to 5 days to get that together and for me to get this out to you. So by this time, the next Monday, we're ready to move forward. We do need to order your appraisal in order to submit your file to underwriting, so we'll get the appraisal ordered here. Then we will submit your file to underwriting right at the same time. So we'll have both of these going at the same time. Underwriting can take 5 to 10 business days. The appraisal can take 5 to 10 business days. We want those going simultaneously, so we're not wasting time waiting on one or the other. At that point in time, you can take a 30-day lock. We're within the time frame here to get everything closed, by a 45-day period. 30-day lock a lot of times is the sweet spot where you have the most security and the lender also gives really good pricing. When the file has been reviewed, the underwriter will issue a conditional approval. This is an approval with conditions, so they'll ask for maybe a letter of explanation or any follow-up items that we need in order to finalize the approval. They also may ask to go back to the appraiser for any conditions, something that might have been missed, something they want additional information on, anything like that. I'm giving us a whole week to take care of these items because we don't always know what they're going to ask for at this stage. We can anticipate, but if we knew what they are going to ask for, we would have gotten it here. Usually these are just follow-up details, but because we may be asking someone else to get us something, we want to give us time because we'll be relying on other people to help us out. All right, then we receive the final clear to close once we've gotten those items to underwriting. And at that point, we would schedule the closing. Normally, if we get this clear to close on a Monday or Tuesday, we'd schedule the closing for a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. In this case, I'm just using an example where we put it out to the next week because there's instances where people aren't free, both borrowers aren't available, maybe you're on vacation, something like that. So I put it out here all the way to the next week. Also, we need to remember that the closing department will need closing items at this point in time. Anything like a new verification of employment to make sure you're still working, to a credit refresh. Now, this is not a new credit pool, but they do scrub your credit for any new accounts that have been opened. One important thing to know about this one is if they check this here and there have been new accounts opened, we actually have to go back to underwriting where they review the file to make sure you still qualify. So that would delay us and possibly actually no longer have us approved. So it's always a reason why people tell you do not open up any new accounts during the loan process. It could jeopardize the timing or even your approval. Also, we'll get updated payoffs for any accounts that are being paid off so that we accurately pay them off with the final loan figures. All right, at that point in time, you also could take a 15-day lock. If the market's been trending in your favor, we could lock you in on 15 days here and you get the absolute best pricing on any given day. And here is the funding. Now, why is the funding here when the closing's here? The reason is there's always a 3-day rescission period on any refinance of a primary residence. So any period, including Saturday, any 3-day period, including Saturday after you close, you could cancel or rescind your loan for any reason. So if you close here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday are rescission days. Tuesday is the funding day. If there's a holiday or you close around the weekend, like in this example, you could add as many as 3, 4, 5 days from your closing date to the funding date. So if you have a 15-day lock, that may actually really be something where you have to get closed in 10 days, or a 30-day lock where you have to get closed in 21 days. For those reasons, we always want to make sure we're taking the appropriate lock. For more information on locking and the pricing of locks and how that works, you can check out the other tab here on my website regarding locks. Otherwise, please contact me. I'm David Burson with Rocky Mountain Mortgage if you have any questions. And thanks for listening.